what's going on? Are you really not coming to my wedding?
What do you mean? Is the wedding still on? You're not postponing? Are you really gonna hold it today?
Of course I am. Today's the day we booked the venue. It's not easy to get a date here, you know.
Why does that matter now? You can still reschedule it for a later date, can't you? Even if it's a little later, does that really matter now?
Why would it be rescheduled in the first place? Jeez, you can be pretty heartless, can't you? I really wanted you to be here for my wedding. Can you at least tell me why you aren't coming?
That's what I should be asking you! Why didn't you come to Mom's funeral?
What are you talking about?
You didn't even bother showing up to her wake last night. I called you so many times. How could you be so heartless?
Honestly, what are you going on about? You aren't making sense.
You know Mom doesn't have a lot of family. And ever since Dad passed away, we haven't really been in touch with his side of the family. There was hardly anyone at her funeral. I never would have thought even her own son wouldn't show up. It was so sad.
Are you feeling okay?
Of course not! My mom just died! I don't know why you seem to be feeling well enough to go ahead with your wedding.
You're really starting to worry me. You're making no sense at all.
Stop messing around, please. I called you countless times, didn't I? Why didn't you answer any of my calls?
I was really busy preparing for the ceremony, so Mom said she'd call you back for me.
What are you talking about? I was in the hospital with her right till the end. Why would she need to call me?
You're really confusing me. Never mind being dead. Mom's not even in the hospital anymore. She seemed fine at dinner last night, and she came to the wedding today, too. She didn't even seem too sick. She wasn't her usual self, but she definitely didn't seem terminally ill.
That's impossible. She passed away the day before yesterday. How the hell is a dead person supposed to show up at a wedding? Please stop messing around. This isn't funny.
I'm not kidding around. She really came.
Came where?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. She was at the wedding today.
Today was her funeral! How could she have been at your wedding? I saw her get cremated literally 2 hours ago.
I don't know whose funeral you went to, but she was here. I have pictures with her too, if you don't believe me. She was at my wedding, from the beginning to the end.
That can't be true.
I was worried because you never showed up. I've been wanting to call you all day, but Mom said to leave it to her to get in touch with you, so I did.
Are you being serious?
Why would I be lying?
Mom definitely died. There's no doubt about that, though. I have all the documents from the doctor declaring her dead and everything, as well as her ashes.
If that was really true, then who is at my wedding?
I have no idea. This doesn't make any sense.
I just tried to call Mom now, but there was no answer. I have to go to my wedding reception now, though.
Are you serious? You're still going through with the reception, too? You understand Mom's passed away now, at least, right? Are you still gonna celebrate?
I don't know what to believe anymore. I met Mom in real life less than 30 minutes ago. Even if you tell me she's already been cremated or whatever, you can't expect me to just believe that. I saw her with my own 2 eyes.
Do you really think I would lie about Mom passing away? I'm the only one who was by her side as she passed away. And I was the only one who heard her last words.
Okay, then. What were her last words?
She said, "You and Andy get along, okay?"
Oh. That's really funny.
What do you mean?
You guys are playing some kind of dumb joke on me, right? Is Mom in on this too?
Of course not! How could you suggest that?
For Pete's sake. Today's meant to be the happiest day of my life. Thanks to you, the memory's tainted now.
You've gotta believe me. I'm not messing with you, Andy.
I don't know what you're trying to pull, but just stop it already. You're not gonna convince me Mom's passed away when I've literally just seen her. Don't bother sending me a picture of a hospital document or something, since you could have just forged it.
How could you be so cruel? This isn't something I just lie about. Mom's been sick for ages now. Why would I lie about her passing away?
Who's the cruel one? I don't know why, but you're the one lying about our mom dying for a stupid joke. I've had enough, though. If you didn't want to come to my wedding, you should have just told me instead of all this nonsense. You didn't have to jump through so many hoops to get out of coming.
I told you! I'm not lying! I would have loved to go to your wedding, but Mom's just died, you know?
That's really enough already. I'm going to my reception now, so don't message me again. Goodbye.
Andy! I'm not lying! Andy, can't you give me a hand over here? I could really use some help. There's so much to sort out with her bank accounts and will and everything.
Are you still trying to convince me Mom passed away? Despite me seeing her just yesterday? Can you stop already? How much longer are you gonna do this? I'm not mad at you for missing my wedding, so just please drop the sick joke. I'm hungover from the reception last night too, so stop blowing up my phone.
For the last time, I'm not joking. Just believe me, please. I don't know why you won't believe me, but I'm just asking for some help. I need to cancel her phone too, but I can't find it anywhere. I was wondering if you had any idea where it could be.
Well, of course you can't find it. Mom has it with her.
You mean the person you've been talking about since yesterday? Whoever that was at your wedding? Are you really sure that was our mom at your wedding?
For the last time, of course I'm sure. You think I'd mistake a stranger for my own mom?
What else could have happened? That would make more sense than the alternative. It could have been someone who just looks remarkably like her, no?
She was an only child, right?
Yeah, she was.
Then who could have looked so much like her that her own son would get confused?
I don't know.
It's starting to seem like you really believe this yourself. Why don't you try calling her yourself?
I did, but nobody's answering.
She hasn't answered my call since yesterday either. I'm guessing she's not at home either, or you'd have found her. Where could she be?
I definitely held Mom's funeral yesterday. That much I know for a fact. There's no way I imagined that. But you're saying you're certain she was at your wedding, too. This really doesn't make any sense. We can't both be right.
The only way it would make any sense is if you're lying. Or confused somehow.
I told you already, I'm not. I swear. I have her ashes, and the picture we used at the funeral. You can come take a look if you still don't believe me.
Okay. I'll take a shower and head over there.
You still have a key, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I have an appointment with the bank to cancel all of her accounts. So if I'm not back when you come over, just let yourself in.
Okay, got it.
The hospital documents and everything are just on the kitchen table, too. That should be enough for you to finally see I'm not lying.
This is starting to scare me. One of us must be having some serious delusions.
Yeah, it's been scaring me since yesterday.
Or maybe neither of us are hallucinating.
How do you mean?
I know this is gonna sound crazy, but I wonder if that was Mom's ghost at my wedding.
You should count yourself lucky in that case. I don't care if it's a ghost. I want to meet Mom again. If that was really her ghost, it's not fair. Why did she have to only visit you?
Stop. Don't say that. If it was really her ghost, that would be terrifying.
You never showed up at the funeral or responded to me at all while I was arranging it. I've been so busy with the preparations and all of the stuff that needs taking care of. I haven't even had the chance to mourn yet. I miss her so much, but I haven't even had time to cry.
Yeah, I get it. I understand how hard this must have been on you. Having to take care of everything. I'm sorry I left it all to you. Why don't the three of us try and talk things through? I'm 100% sure that was Mom at my wedding. Whether it was really her, a ghost, or an imposter, let's try and get in touch with them.
Yeah, let's try. If it's somehow possible, I'd really like that.
I'll try and call her again.
Okay. I'll talk to you later.
Okay. See you. I saw it all. Her ashes are really at the house. I don't believe it.
Are you finally ready to face reality? She's not with us anymore.
I don't understand. Then who on earth was that at my wedding?
That's what I'm saying. I have no idea. Did you try calling her phone again?
No, I still couldn't get through. I know, let's just try and message her.
Yeah, good idea.
I'll add her to this chat and make it a group.
Okay, sure.
Sorry for not answering your calls. I've had a lot on my plate.
Excuse me?
You must be Lisa. Am I right?
Of course it is. But more importantly, who are you? Why do you have our mom's phone?
I guess it's finally time to let the cat out the bag.
If this is some kind of sick prank, please stop already. My brother and I are going through a really tough time.
Yeah, I know you are. I'm sorry. I'll explain everything. But I'm glad everything seems to have gone to plan.
What's that supposed to mean? What plan? Your plan to mess with people grieving their mother? What do you want exactly?
Sorry for all the confusion, but I really had no choice.
Stop with the cryptic messages and just tell us why you have our mom's phone.
I was just holding on to it. I'll give it back to you right away.
And please, just tell us. Who are you?
I'm your mom's twin sister. My name's Sarah.
You're who? That can't be true. Our mom told us she was an only child.
Back in our day, it wasn't that uncommon for one twin to be given up for adoption at birth. Our family wasn't very well off, so they couldn't really afford to raise two kids. Twins. No wonder I thought you were Mom. You're the spitting image of her. I never had the chance to get to know her, though. There was a lot of drama between my adoptive parents and our birth family. I only recently learned I was a twin myself. How did you find out? Your mom called me from the hospital. She said she really wanted to meet me before she passed away. I had no idea. My adoptive parents have both passed on already, too. And my own kids have all grown up and flown the nest. And me and my ex-husband are divorced already, too. So I've been pretty lonely. I was really happy to hear from her.
What did she say, exactly? When you met her?
She said she didn't have long to live, but her son's wedding was very soon. So she said if she can't hold on until then, she wants me to go in her place and pretend to be her. So that's what happened.
Wow. She must have really wanted to be there for your wedding, Andy.
She said her son's always been a pretty sensitive boy. So if he knew she passed away, he'd definitely put off the wedding until God knows when. So she said she wanted him to get through his wedding without any feelings of loss or regret. I had no idea Mom was thinking about me. Right until the end. I knew she went to hospital, but when I messaged her about visiting, she told me she was discharged already. That was me. I'm sorry. It was part of the instructions she left for me. She knew you'd want to see her in hospital, so she told me to say whatever I could to put you at ease for your wedding. I did think she seemed a little different. The way you spoke and acted was obviously not 100% the same as her, after all. When you told me you were still just a little off because of the medication, all of my doubts were put to rest. You know, your mom seemed really happy talking to me about all of this. When she was telling me what to do and how to act, she was grinning from ear to ear. The whole time. She said she was really glad to be able to play one last little trick on her kids before she passed on.
I still can't believe this. Lisa, I'm really sorry about all of the stress this must have put on your shoulders. Your mom was really worried about that too. You have no idea how tough this has been on me. I was all on my own dealing with the funeral and all of the death procedures, while you were playing your little trick on Andy, making sure he had nothing to worry about. I can only apologize, but your mom said there was no one else she could depend on for this but you. She said you've always been so reliable and strong, more than she could have ever been herself. I see. I guess Andy's wedding going off without a hitch was like her last wish. I still can't believe she'd go this far for that, though.
She was always so unpredictable. If I knew she was in such a critical condition, I would have never gone ahead with the wedding at all.
She said she was really sorry to put such a burden on Lisa, but Andy would definitely make it up to her, and more, when her turn to get married came. So she also wanted me to tell you she's counting on you to make it up to your sister, Andy.
Of course. That much should go without saying. Now that both of our parents have passed on, I'm all the family she has.
In that case, I guess I'm doomed.
Shut up, Lisa. I'm doing my best.
Anyway, she said more than anything, she wants the two of you to get along. As a family. That was her only last wish. Mom's always had a crazy sense of humor, but this really takes the cake.
You can say that again. But you're right. This is exactly the kind of thing I'd expect of her. I remember once when I was a kid, I was just brushing my teeth, minding my own business, when all of a sudden she popped up behind me in the mirror in a witch's mask from Halloween. She couldn't stop laughing even though I was in tears.
Yeah, that sounds like her. And I remember one time I had a big fight with her. When I was still in high school, I opened my lunchbox one day to find nothing but a raw carrot. She sounds like a very interesting person. When I met her at the hospital, there were so many things that made me sure we were twins. Even though we were raised separately, we had so much in common. Our likes, our ways of thinking, and all of that. We were still so similar. Life can be pretty mysterious. You can say that again. All my life, I felt like something was missing. To think that was my twin sister all along. I feel like I found a missing piece of myself. I only met her for a short while, but I'm really so grateful she gave me that opportunity. And the opportunity to talk to her son and daughter too, of course. In the beginning, I was sure Andy was playing some insane prank on me to try and remind me of her or something. You have no idea how mad I was. She said she kind of figured that might have been the case, but she was confident you'd get it in the end, and the two of you would be fine. She was really pretty confident about that.
I'll never understand that woman. How could she be so sure we'd get the joke?
She said you were her and her husband's kids after all, so there's no way you wouldn't appreciate this in the end. She was really quite the woman. Even though she was reaching the end of her life, she was still only thinking of us. That's right. She was really worried about leaving you two behind. More than anything.
That sounds like the mom I knew.
That's for sure. I hope she's looking down and laughing at us with Dad right now. Even though she was a single mom for so long, she was always such a bubbly and cheerful person. I know I was a handful back when I was a teenager, but she hardly ever got mad or yelled at us.
Yeah, she was always so good to us.
She just seemed grateful that we were growing up healthy, even if we were giving her trouble.
Yeah, that's exactly how it seemed.
Sarah, where are you now? I'm back at my own house. I live in Kansas. You said you live alone, didn't you? Yeah, that's right. Why? This might sound crazy, but how about living with me in our family home? I'm a little lonely too now, to be honest. Thanks for the offer, but I have my own children too. I'd like to keep living in my own family house, so they have somewhere to come back to if they ever need it. Of course you do. I understand how you feel. But at least come and see us sometimes, okay? I want to meet our cousins someday, too.
That sounds lovely. Let's have a barbecue or something soon.
Definitely. I don't think Mom could have predicted a better ending to her little prank than this.
I don't know about that. Knowing her, it could have been what she wanted all along.
Yeah, that's true. And I can't wait to see your wedding videos too, Andy.
There's a lot of me crying in those videos, so I can't say I'm looking forward to showing you. He's not kidding. He was crying right from the start.
Seriously?
Give me a break. It was emotional, okay? I really want to go and visit Mom's grave as soon as I can, too. I'm sure there's still a lot to do regarding her property and bills and everything. So let me take care of everything that still needs doing, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
I'm sure your mom was watching the wedding and her own funeral from heaven. I'm sure she's really grateful for everything. And as her sister, I want to thank you both, too. So, thank you.
Thank you too, Sarah. I'm sorry you had to get caught up in our mom shenanigans.
Don't worry about that. It was my pleasure. So, I guess the next time we'll meet is the barbecue.
Definitely. I'm sure our mom would be delighted to see our families get together.
Speaking of your mom being delighted, don't forget to get along, you two.
Of course.
We will.
Of course I wanted to be there for my brother's wedding, so I was a little disappointed to have missed it. But in the end, I was glad to see my mom off at her funeral. I can understand how the timing made it impossible for me to hold her funeral and be at the wedding. She was the best mom we could have ever asked for. I'll always be grateful to have been born as her daughter. We had the barbecue with Sarah's family, and it was a lot of fun. It's like our mom's parting gift was a whole new family for us to join. We shared stories about Mom with our new relatives, so they could understand just how great a person she was. I couldn't hold back tears while we talked about her. I cried like a baby. It was quite a relief, to be honest. I hadn't had the mental space to let my emotions out until then. But being surrounded by such loving people, I finally felt free to let out my emotions. There were still so many things I wanted to do with you, Mom. So many places I wish we could have gone to together. So many things I wish we could have eaten together. So I don't care if it's as a ghost. If you're out there, Mom, please come and see us again. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this. See you next time.
You've called like a million times. Like, can I help you? It's kind of really annoying.
You cheated on me, didn't you?
Excuse me?
That's the only explanation I can come up with as to why you're not home this late at night. You must be cheating on me.
Oh, you came back home early? I thought you had to work overnight and wouldn't be home until the morning.
I came back home for a minute because I left some paperwork I needed, not that it matters. And what do I find? An empty house and all of your makeup and stuff is scattered on the table. Where the hell did you go this late at night all dressed up?
You're crazy! An old acquaintance of mine asked to meet up, so I just put on a little makeup to go to dinner with them. Plus, it's the weekend. I should be able to go out if I want to. I can't believe you would even try to suggest that I was cheating on you.
Oh, please, I saw your text messages.
You what now?
I saw a text that said, my husband's out until the morning, so we can have some fun until then too, XO. Now, does that seem the kind of text you would send to an acquaintance you haven't seen in a long time?
What the hell? I literally have my phone in my hand. How in the world are you able to read my messages? It shouldn't be possible.
I just logged into your account on the laptop. Everything was backed up so I could see it all.
How dare you? That is a violation of my privacy.
Need I remind you that you are the one who gave me your own password? Remember, you said, feel free to check my account anytime you think I'm cheating on you. So it's your own fault, really.
Well, that was because I never thought you'd actually use the password and read anything on there. You suck.
That is so rich coming from you. I'm not the one who's cheating on their spouse.
Don't go jumping to conclusions so quickly. It's just a conversation between me and one of my girlfriends. That's just how we talk to each other.
Yeah, right. The name on the contact is literally Ken, and all the words he's using are masculine. No woman talks like that. I should know. Do you really think you're going to be able to talk your way out of this? Good luck.
Oh, this is so annoying.
So, you actually admit it? You were cheating on me, weren't you?
I was literally enjoying myself on my date, and then you have to come and ruin it. Like, can you please not?
Are you really trying to make yourself out to be some kind of victim here?
Well, you're the one who said in our wedding vows that you would always do whatever to make sure that I was happy, right? So all I'm doing is simply holding you to that promise.
And what do you mean by that?
Well, all I'm saying is that this is what is making me happy. Using your money to go out and have fun with my boyfriend. After all, that is when I feel the happiest. I'm only doing what you want me to, really, and you're just trying to ruin that.
I can't believe that you would do something like this. I don't even know who you are anymore.
Whatever. Oh, by the way, have you been in the bathroom recently?
Huh?
I'm pretty sure I left a pregnancy test in there before I left. But don't worry, it's definitely not yours. I was planning on surprising Ken with it on our date this afternoon and totally forgot it at home.
What the hell?
Would you mind taking a quick look at it for me?
You left it on the sink and it's positive. Well, since we haven't slept together in a while, I'm guessing it's your boyfriend's like you thought.
Yeah, I said that. Keep up.
Do you even realize how terrible everything you've done is? You betrayed my trust.
Okay, so I cheated on you a little bit and got pregnant. So what? Get over it.
You do realize I'm divorcing you, right?
Oh, you really shouldn't have said that.
What are you talking about?
Just that you might come to regret it is all.
Oh, stop joking around. I'm serious. We are getting a divorce. I'll call my lawyer tomorrow morning.
Oh, that's really how you want to play this? I see.
I thought you'd at least be a little happy about this. At least now you can actually go and marry that boyfriend of yours.
Yeah, but if I did that, then I wouldn't have access to your money anymore, and I can't have that. I mean, don't get me wrong, Ken does earn a good amount of money too, but he doesn't have the best spending habits.
In what world would I ever want to stay married to you after you've admitted all of this to me? Did you hit your head or something? Because you are so delusional. We're getting divorced, end of story.
Now wait a damn minute! I think we should talk about this. It would be the more mature thing to do. I'll be back tomorrow evening so we can talk then.
What is there to talk about? I have nothing to say to you.
Before you go on making decisions that you'll regret, just think about it. We can talk about it tomorrow.
I'm Sean. I'm 40 years old. I married my wife Natalie around 3 years ago. When this beautiful woman who was 10 years my junior approached me and asked me out, I thought there is no way she wants to be with an old man like me. I really thought that Natalie loved me. Come to find out, she just wanted to be with me for my money. I couldn't believe it when I found out. I mean, sure, our marriage has never been super amazing, maybe even a little on the boring side, but I never thought that it would come to this. Despite the way our marriage has been, I truly never thought that Natalie would go behind my back and cheat on me. The only thing I can think to do now is divorce her. I really don't see myself being able to get past this. And that truly was my plan, but when I find out who the person my wife has been cheating on me with truly is, I can't help but be terrified about what could happen.
Sean, do you want to explain why my house key isn't working?
Oh, that. Simple. I changed all the locks.
Without asking me? How dare you? This is my house.
Actually, this house has been mine since before we even married. We're getting divorced, so of course I needed to go and change all the locks.
Yeah, no, I thought we agreed to talk about this. We're not getting divorced.
What is there to talk about? You were the one who went and cheated on me and basically said I was just some personal ATM for you. As far as I'm concerned, this relationship is over. The only thing to do now is to sign the divorce papers. If you want, we can go see a lawyer, but you're not going to change my mind.
I think you should rethink this.
Why on earth would I do that?
I mean, if you were truly so dead set on getting a divorce, then I guess that's fine. But, well, I feel terrible for bringing this up, but Ken is actually in the mafia, so you might want to rethink the whole divorce thing.
I'm sorry, but you're telling me that you were cheating on me with a member of the mafia?
Yep. Apparently they've been around for generations, and their group is pretty big. At least that's what he told me.
Have you ever considered that he was just saying that and that it might be one big lie?
Well, he showed me all of his big weapons and stuff. And he took me to his place of business once, and I saw him actually talking to all those big scary people. He's definitely in the mafia.
That seems really dangerous.
I know, cool, right? Besides, Ken says I should try to get more money out of you while I can. I mean, since you're rich and all.
Oh, so your boyfriend is using me as a personal money machine as well, then?
Wait, no, of course not. But when I told him that I was pregnant, he got a little upset. Like, he kept saying there was no way I could be pregnant and denying the baby was his and all that. Honestly, I think he's just a little panicked because he probably doesn't have the money to support this baby. So we basically came up with a plan to get as much money from you as possible to be able to support all of us. It was my idea. Good, right?
Well, aren't you two just a match made in heaven?
Ken has always been a sort of no-nonsense type of person, and super unforgiving too. So if you don't take back the divorce and keep letting me do whatever I want with Ken, then he might just have to get rid of you.
So that's what it's come to?
Yeah. And if you try to blackmail us over his involvement in the mafia, then he'll definitely have to get rid of you.
Do you really think you could get away with this?
It's scary to think about, isn't it? So if I were you, I'd listen to everything I have to say.
I'll just go to the police and tell them what you two are trying to do.
What are you going to tell them? That you were threatened? They'll just laugh you out of the station. And the police have a lot of better things to do than listen to your silly report.
Even if that's the case, I still want a divorce.
I don't even care about the divorce anymore, as long as you keep giving me money.
You want me to keep paying for all of your living expenses? You're kidding me, right?
Yeah, I want you to keep funding everything just like before. I mean, I guess it would be a little awkward if we still lived in the same house, so I'll let you keep that while I move in with Ken.
Wait, I'm confused about a couple of things.
And what would that be?
How did you meet your little boyfriend in the first place?
On a dating app, just like everyone else these days. We already lived super close to each other, so it was a really quick match.
And you really trust a stranger you met online when you have no idea who he could be? I mean, you did say that he was in the mafia. How do you know he's not going to try and get rid of you or something the second he gets bored with you?
Easy. If that ever happens, which it won't, I'll just go on the run. Plus, I can just leave the kid with you or something and problem solved. And even though he claims to be in the mafia, I could probably take him if I had to. Or maybe he's just really sweet on me since he likes me so much.
Wow, you really didn't think any of this through well.
I'm gonna spend the night with Ken, but don't forget to make sure to make me a key to the house, okay? It would really suck if I couldn't get in when I needed something.
You really are something else, you know that?
And I should have mentioned this earlier, but make sure not to make a big fuss about all of this, yeah? You're not the only person we have to keep quiet if that happens.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I just mean the other people you're related to, like your mom and dad. And while we're at it, I might as well include your annoying dog on that list. He was always so loud when we went to go visit your parents.
How dare you? You wouldn't threaten poor, innocent people.
If you don't want anything to happen to them, it's simple. You just have to keep sending me money. Let's start with a low $5,000. I expect it to be in my account by tomorrow.
There's no way that I can do that.
Just remember that I have all of your information. I'll expect you to follow through. Talk to you soon. Hello? I just got the divorce papers and alimony notice in the mail at Ken's house. Did you completely forget what we talked about?
Oh, yeah, I put those in there.
What even is this? You're trying to get $30,000 in alimony from me?
I'm just getting the money you basically stole from me. You never felt any remorse for what you did, and you even threatened me, so I thought that this was a fair price.
Are you dense in the head? Ken is in the mafia. The mafia! Do you really want me to get him to get rid of you?
Do it, I dare you.
Oh, I get it. You're like suicidal or something, aren't you? Or maybe you think this whole mafia thing is one big joke.
Of course I do, I'm not stupid.
Well, you must be. If you didn't know this, there are actually tons of mafia groups in this very area.
I don't care, so what?
Whatever, you had your chance. Now I'm definitely gonna just let Ken do whatever he wants to you. And not to mention, I'll make sure he gets you fired from your job and everything too. I would hate to be you right now. You're lucky Ken's out right now, so you have a little bit of time. As soon as he gets back, I'm telling him everything you did.
Great, I'll be waiting to see what he does.
Oh, you are so annoying. I'm sure you used some private investigator or detective or something. If you did, you should already know that Ken is really in the mafia and you're screwed.
A detective? I never once said I used anything like that. Where did you get that idea from?
Then how the hell did you find out my address? Oh, you're not telling me that you actually followed me yourself to find out where I lived. How pathetic is that?
I would never waste my time doing something like that. The person you cheated on me with, his name is Kenneth Walters, right?
See? You did have me followed, you weirdo!
Yeah, no.
Then how do you know any of this?
I work with him. He's a subordinate at my company.
What now?
You know, never in my wildest dreams would I have ever thought that quiet, eats lunch alone, Kenneth would do something like this. It's kind of hilarious, actually.
You're joking, right? The same company.
Yeah, in fact, I'm kind of his boss. He reports to me, I mean.
Is it even possible? Oh, I get it. You're messing with me, aren't you?
If you think I'm lying about all of this, you should just ask him yourself. I'm sure he'll tell you the same thing.
Are you really telling the truth? If you are, this entire thing is so screwed up.
You know, in all my years of working with good old Kenneth, I never heard so much as a rumor of him being associated with the mafia in any way. Are you sure that he wasn't just saying that?
What? I don't know what to believe anymore. Wait a damn minute. How long did you know that he worked for you? And why the hell would you wait so long to mention anything?
Please, I knew this the entire time. I found out when I saw your text messages with Kenneth. I already had him saved as a contact when he used the same iCloud picture.
I can't believe this. What are the odds something like this would happen to me?
Kenneth probably has no idea that the two of us are married. Oh, I can't wait to see the look on his face when he finds out that he's been sleeping with his boss's wife.
You really think he was lying about the mafia thing? Then those threats I made mean squat.
Not to mention, I'll be letting HR know about this entire situation, since I'm sure it'll be making things awkward at work. Worst case scenario is Kenneth gets fired from his job, but that's not really my problem.
What? No! That can't happen. If Kenneth loses his job and I owe you money, then I'm gonna be broke.
Oh, sucks to be you.
You are a terrible person. Did you think even for 1 second about the new life I'm about to bring into this world? I mean, it is kind of like your son in a way.
A child? I wouldn't worry too much about that. I don't think that child will ever be born.
What are you trying to say?
Let me ask you, how did you use the pregnancy test?
What do you mean? I just used it like normal and then left it on the counter and then it was positive.
And how long did you wait before you looked at the results?
Well, I got distracted by an episode of Friends that was on TV, so I didn't check it until like 3 or 4 hours later.
The wait time for the test is only 3 minutes. So if you leave it for a little while longer than that, then even if it wasn't positive in the first place, the line bleeds to show a positive result.
Is that how it works?
You really couldn't wait just 3 minutes? Wow.
Okay, well, even if that's the case, there's still a chance I could be pregnant. After all, if what you're saying is true, then I never saw the actual results.
Actually, at my last office party, we got into the conversation of marriage.
I'm sorry, what does this have to do with me?
Would you just listen for a second? So the only one who wasn't married and in their 30s was Kenneth. So we were joking and asking if he's been laid recently, and apparently the guy is infertile and can't have kids, which is also why he was having a hard time finding someone to marry.
Excuse me?
So there's no possible way that you can be pregnant with Kenneth's child. Which is also probably why he was so insistent that there was no way you could be pregnant.
You're serious?
You know, it's probably a blessing that someone as irresponsible as you isn't about to become a mother.
Wait, but now I'm actually screwed.
I would say so.
Sean, I am so sorry. It was all a mistake. Not even that big of a mistake if you really think about it. You have to forgive me. Please take me back.
Yeah, that's gonna be a hard pass.
There is no way that I'll be able to pay you $30,000.
You should have thought of that before. Besides, all these years you've just been spending my money, lounging all day in my house. I guess all of your mooching and laziness has finally caught up to you.
Please, Sean. I'm begging you, please forgive me.
It was just a lot easier to do everything around the house myself than to try and get you to do it, so I never said anything.
Come on, Sean.
Well, that's really all I had to say to you. If you wouldn't mind telling Kenneth everything when he gets back, it would be a great help. I have to let my job and your parents know about this whole situation.
Wait, please, no. What if they end up disowning me?
That is not my problem. Honestly, I hope they do. Then maybe you'll finally learn your lesson.
Why do terrible things always happen to me? My life is ruined.
I told my work and both of our parents everything that had been going on with Natalie, Kenneth, and I right away. Just as Natalie predicted, her parents were ashamed of her actions and pretty much disowned her as soon as they found out. With no other place to go and no job prospects, she got a job as a housekeeper in a small hotel right off the highway. They let her live there too, so at least she has a place to stay. I'm sure she'll be able to pay off her debt to me in no time. And when our company heard about the situation, Kenneth was let go from his job as well. After a thorough investigation, apparently he did have ties to the mafia after all. Who would have thought? But he is the lowest of the recruits, so he actually doesn't have any power like he told Natalie he did. The company didn't want to have him as a liability, so ultimately it cost him his job. But I will say that Kenneth's face when he found out that it was my wife he had been having an affair with was priceless. I wish I'd gotten it on video. He literally sat there frozen, jaw dropped for at least 5 minutes. And to pay off his debts, Kenneth had to put up his house, and last I heard, he was having to do some sketchy jobs in order to make some money to scrape by. But if you ask Kenneth, he'll tell you that he's moving on up in the mafia and is actually pretty scary himself. Well, I guess more power to him. After all, it is the path that he chose. As for me, well, the divorce finally went through and I'm more than happily focused on my job. It's not so bad being married to my job, better than the alternative. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like and follow for more similar content.
Hey! I just got home and there was some girl in our bathtub. Is this part of your celebration for me finally getting out of the hospital?
Huh? Today was the day that you got out?
I sent you a text yesterday telling you.
I must have forgotten what you said.
You're just going to pull this senseless crap when your wife is getting out of the hospital from her breast cancer treatment?
Hey, I think it's amazing that you were able to make it through the surgery.
But there is some random girl in our bathtub. Whose doing is this, huh?
I would like to think it is her doing.
But how did she get into our house with wearing only lingerie? I don't care how much the truth will hurt. Tell me what is going on here.
Well, could you at least calm down first?
All right, then what should I do to calm down? I can drop all of my things and go over to the nearest cafe and wait for you to give me an answer.
It'd probably be better if you were to just go back to your parents' house at this point.
What?
Because I've already decided that I want to divorce you. You were no good to me once you ended up getting cancer.
So coming home after 2 weeks in the hospital to a random girl naked in our bathtub is your way of telling me that you want a divorce?
Well, it's your fault for getting sick in the first place. With all of that time alone, I thought to myself about what the future would look like for us. Then I decided that I should start looking for another, much better girl to be with.
Well, if you're going to start messing around with other women, at least have the dignity to be with them outside of our house.
Well, do you know how much it would cost me to stay at a hotel every night?
I have no clue.
Well, all of this doesn't matter anyways, and now hurry up and return the house key.
But I still have a lot of my things at that house.
I can just send them all to your parents.
I still need to let my body rest for a little bit before I can go out anywhere far. And do you even know where my parents' house is?
They live in Maine?
So you should know how far that is from us here in Arizona. Now get that girl out of our house so that I can lay down and rest.
She'll freeze being forced out of the house after just taking a bath.
I know that, but where the heck are you right now?
Huh? I'm nearby.
I can tell that you are afraid of me.
I'm at the gas station just down the street from our place.
I can see that gas station from the cafe I am sitting in, and you're not there.
I think you're looking at the wrong gas station. I'm at the one a bit further down the road.
I just walked by that gas station walking here, and it has been torn down.
Oh, you're getting really annoying. Just shut up already.
When someone is backed into a corner, they tend to get frustrated easily. Just like you.
Well, stop trying to torment me and start gathering your things to get out of my house.
Is that all you want?
I already told you that is exactly what I want.
You know there aren't too many girls like me left in the world.
I don't care. I don't want you anymore. At this point, you'd be best off going to a zoo for all I care.
You're pissing me off. I'd watch your back if I were you.
I think you're the one that should have been watching their back. I know that you had filled out some of those divorce forms, ready to be handed in whenever you were wanting to.
What?
Isn't getting a divorce something that you've been waiting for a while now as well? I found those forms in your nightstand, and they were all filled in with your handwriting.
That's...
This just proves that our marriage was a failure from the beginning. So I thought that going out with another girl while you were in hospital wouldn't have been such a bad thing.
Don't act like finding those papers made it okay to cheat on me.
Well, it's terrible of you to start filling that stuff in without telling me. Finding them just showed me that you had already pretty much thrown me out.
I can't deal with this anymore.
Great, get out of here.
My name is Elise Brown, and I am 33 years old. During my 3rd year of being married, I found out that I have breast cancer. And while I was in the hospital, my husband never came to visit me. Not even once. And just as I got out of treatments, I found out that he had been cheating on me. I suppose that was one heck of a good surprise. But even before realizing that he had been cheating on me by finding that girl naked in our bathtub, I had already been having feelings of our relationship falling apart. And I have a very good reason for having that feeling. And it doesn't seem like Matt knew much about how I was feeling at all. At first, I was planning to send in those divorce papers, but after finding out that I had cancer, I decided that it wasn't such a good idea. But man, does the way that everything turned out suck. Now my body isn't only left with scars on the outside, but scars on the inside as well.
Are you back at your parents' house?
Well, I didn't have anywhere else that I could go to.
I got all of your things together because I thought that I should send them over there. But it looks like my girlfriend looked through your clothes and found some that she would want to use.
Seriously?
So I thought that instead of getting a settlement from you, I'd just take all of your clothes.
Are you guys actually being serious right now?
Well, I didn't really care about it much before, but it seems that you have quite a lot of really nice clothing. So she is super happy that it all fits her.
You guys better not lay a finger on the rest of my stuff.
It's fine. You caused me all sorts of trouble getting sick with your breast cancer. So don't start talking to me like I owe you anything.
Don't start thinking that my life was less valuable than my clothing.
But it was because of me that you were able to afford all of this. So, in other words, all of this is mine anyway.
I work to be able to buy that stuff.
Oh, you're a cheapskate. That's why I want you to stay out of our life.
I don't care if you want to throw me away. I just want you to send me my stuff.
It seems like all of your makeup and perfume is high-end as well. When she saw that you had a bunch of Dior fragrances, she almost passed out.
Well, you better tell her that if she uses even a drop of any of my perfumes, I will come over there and literally drench her in sewage water just to make sure that smell comes off of her. Make sure she remembers that well.
Scary. But if you think you can actually do that, I want to see you try.
I was planning to use a lot of my skincare creams after I got out of the hospital, so make sure she doesn't touch that either.
For someone with your skin, you should just lather yourself in olive oil.
Can you guys just forget about my stuff, please? I have done my best to take care of all of my bags and clothing. I have a lot of memories as well with all of my stuff. They are my prized possessions. Please, send them back to me.
Do you think your crying will get me to stop? It is inevitable now. What could you possibly do to me when you're on the other side of the country?
You said that you'd send me that stuff, so you should keep that promise.
Well, maybe I was lying to you. By the way, what is this letter that was in your drawer?
Wait, if nothing else, at least don't open that letter.
Well, when you say it like that, it makes me want to open it.
Stop. I swear.
What the hell? Elise, I love you is written inside of it. Is this from another man?
It's not what you think.
This is a damn love letter. So, you try to hide this from me too? Who's the cheater now?
I'll read it over again. I told you that it's not what you think.
I don't want to look at it again. I cannot believe that you were cheating on me too. You probably used your time in the hospital as a way of messing around with other men too.
Don't try and force yourself to act like an idiot.
Now you've made it possible for me to get more money from you in the divorce settlement.
I didn't do anything wrong. You're just acting like a complete fool. I just have one thing that I ask of you. Stop messing with my things. That's it.
Oh, shut up, you cheater. Someone in your place has no right to ask anything of me.
Right now, it is Sunday morning. I think I can make it to the flight.
What are you talking about now?
I want to fly back over there to get my stuff. but my body is still not fully recovered from the surgery, so it might not be possible.
Well, that sounds like good news to me.
Are you at home right now?
Right now, I'm giving her 1 day to look through all of your things for whatever she wants to keep.
You guys are frickin' deaf, huh? Well, whatever. Do whatever makes you two happy. But because of that, don't be afraid of what comes next.
What the hell do you think you can do to me? Your body is too weak to even make it over here. Oh, so stop trying to act all high and mighty. Yo, who the hell are these two massive men?
They're my brothers. You should recognize them from our wedding, right?
Were they this huge before?
Recently, the two of them have been going to the gym quite a lot. They started to really get into wrestling, so this was the next step. And since they are twins, they strive to have the same body type as one another. They even go by the nickname Gorilla Twins at the gym.
Did they come all the way from Maine?
That's right. They came to get all of my things, as well as that letter.
You would go as far as sending muscle men to do your job for you?
Well, my dad always told them to protect their little sister no matter what. So they are just fulfilling that promise.
But what scares me even more is that they have a key to the house. How did they get that?
We were able to get a copy of the key from that house's realtor.
Huh?
Do you not remember that we were asked by the realtor agent if it was okay for them to have a copy of the key in case of an emergency?
I didn't really think that they would just give a key out to anyone, though. Especially not your henchmen.
All I had to do was ask if it was okay.
But why the hell would they be okay with someone from Maine asking for it?
Because I was the one that co-signed for that house with you. It wasn't that hard for me to give them the names of my two brothers and say that they were just coming by to pick up a spare while they stayed with us for a little while.
Oh, this is ridiculous. Is this how you're gonna get your revenge? I have the law to protect me, you know? It doesn't matter if you try to scare me into submission, I can just call the cops on these two.
Well, doing that isn't going to save you from what will happen to that house.
What?
That house is contracted to be torn down next month.
I have never heard about this.
I told you about this 6 months ago, and I even showed you the contract we were given by the city office. You really can't be bothered to remember anything I tell you. You didn't even listen to what I had to tell you about my surgery.
Then what should the two of us do?
Well, maybe the two of you can find a new apartment to live in, even though the rent is extremely high in that area.
That is gonna be impossible. I only make $2,000 a month.
Well, that's too bad.
Did we get any money in return for our house getting signed off to be torn down?
I did, but I have no reason to give any of that money to you.
But it was for the both of us to put towards a new place, right? And I can't move out to the countryside. The commute will be over an hour and a half.
Well, if you would have paid attention when I talked to you about our housing issue, maybe I would have put half of the money into your account. I was planning on looking into new houses for us, but then I became ill and didn't have the time or energy.
But, well, I was in the wrong this whole time. I was even lying about cheating on you. The girl that you saw in our tub was just someone that I hired to surprise you after you got home from the hospital. That's all.
So we came all this way just for you to tell me you had been lying?
I'm telling the truth. So can you please give me half of that money so that I can find a place to live?
I don't believe you. And why would I give you any money when you already got a settlement from me?
I'll give you back all of your things, all of your cosmetics and clothing. And that reminds me, according to that love letter, you were cheating on me, so I should be able to get more money from you if I get a lawyer.
That letter was from my dad.
Huh?
He gave me that letter a long time ago when I first moved out of their house and told me to open it when I turned 35. He always starts his letters by saying that he loves me.
Really? I thought that it was a love letter this whole time.
Every time I got a year closer to being 35, the excitement in me grew to open that letter. But you ruined that excitement for me. I will never, ever forgive you for that.
Oh, stop worrying so much about a damn letter. I'm about to lose the place that I live in.
I think the only reason you are so worried about that is because you always blow all of your savings on going out with different girls.
I only just began having affairs with the girl that I am with now. So don't act like I've been fooling around with other girls for a while now.
Whatever you say. I know that you have been fooling around with other girls for over a year now. You would always mutter different names while you were sleep talking. Around 10 different names, I think.
And you think that this is evidence to say that I've been cheating on you for that long? Those could all be characters from books that I read.
Well, the names that you had been saying were the exact same names of the people that you were texting on your phone.
You looked into my phone? You broke one of the most important rules for married couples.
You were also looking at my phone all the time, so it goes both ways.
You noticed that?
Because you were always looking at my phone, I became suspicious of you. You were probably trying to find a reason to leave me by looking through my phone, huh?
Damn it.
I just got a message from my brother. He says that all of my cosmetics have been opened up and used. And he says that all of my clothes are covered in a really bad-smelling perfume. You're screwed now.
I'll buy you replacements.
Makeup, perfume, creams, and hair products. All of that together comes out to about $3,000. And I'm not going to wear those clothes now, so I'll have to toss them. So clothing will come out to around $20,000, I think.
What? They couldn't have all been that expensive.
They were all of the high-end brands that I had always wanted. So to me, this all breaks my heart. What's so bad about expecting that money back from you?
So you really do plan to get that money back?
Of course I do.
Well, maybe you should ask my girlfriend to pay you back. I wasn't the one that used all of that crap.
You're just going to throw her out that easily now, too? Does it not hurt you knowing that you burned through all of these women without feeling any remorse for them?
I only talked to most of them by text message. I never actually met with any of them.
You can stop lying to me. I know that you have gone out plenty of times to be with them. I looked at their contact information in your phone, and under their names you had their home address written.
Huh?
I also know that the girl you let stay at our house on the day I came home's name was Alyssa. And I know that the girl you went to see while Alyssa was in the bath was Emily, right?
What the hell?
I also saw that you had intentions of getting married to all of them. It seems they have all been talking about being engaged with you already. Huh?
That was just some jokes we were saying back and forth to each other. We aren't actually engaged.
I even saw some messages saying that you want to marry them once we are finally divorced. It seems that is how you have been playing your cards for the last year now, right? Going out to have separate lives with each of your girlfriends.
But it isn't like I've chosen anyone to be serious with yet.
Cut the crap! I know that you have been planning to get serious with each and every one of them. Trying to buy engagement rings for every single girl. And collecting money from them to put towards the marriage papers.
Stop lying. How many people do you think a man can marry?
And while I was sick with cancer, I thought it would be a good idea to put off turning in the divorce papers that I had filled out. I thought that by waiting it out while I was focused on trying to fight cancer, you would come around to trying to support me again. But every day that you moved further and further away from me was the day that I moved closer and closer to really wanting to send the papers. But finally, the end has come. I feel so relieved to know that I will never have to see your face or hear your name again. Damn, I'm practically crying right now because I am so happy.
But I finally come to realize that I do want to be with you.
Really?
I know that everything that I've done to you hasn't been right, and that I let you down while you were getting your surgery for cancer.
What?
But I finally come to realize that no matter what happens to you from now on, I want to be by your side helping you through it. We've been through a lot, so something as silly as this shouldn't be strong enough to break us apart, right?
What the hell are you talking about?
You know what I'm saying.
I know that inside your head, you are just thinking of ways to keep me around so that I'll give you more money. And if you're nice to me, I'll reduce the amount of money I ask for in the settlement, right?
No, I'm thinking about how strong our love is.
I doubt you would throw away all of the hard work you put in to have all of those girls around you prepared to marry you when I am gone. So this love that you are talking about is one big joke.
Huh?
I think you have even gone to some of their parents' houses already to ask for permission. I'm sure their parents will be upset to hear that you backed out on the marriage, huh? Huh.
That's not something I'm worried about.
I bet you even said that you would do everything in your power to make their daughters happy. But if you really want to get back together with me, you'll need to tell them all that you are running away because you have plans with your ex-wife. Do you think they will all forgive you for this?
But what should I do? What do you think I should do?
I'm not giving you any advice.
Help me, please. My head is about to explode.
Then go right ahead and explode for all I care. After the divorce was made official, I was able to get $25,000 in a court settlement from Matt, as well as another $20,000 in an out-of-court settlement for all of my cosmetics and clothes that he ruined. And as for the other women that learned about him backing out of their marriage, they all earned money from him as well, around $10,000 in total. There are still 4 girls that don't know about what has happened yet, so I will go ahead and send them a letter letting them know what has been going on behind their backs. Matt later had to leave the house, and for a while was bouncing around all of his friends' houses. But after a while, he was able to find a new girl to stay with. She ended up being super clingy, to the point where she was asking if his work was more important than her. So after a while, he had to quit his job to stay at her house full-time. I guess that is the life he deserves after the amount of women he tried to run with. Huh. This was the year that I was able to read my father's letter, as I had finally turned 35. But of course, I was still a little ticked that Matt had opened it a while back. Reading it made me cry a lot, but I think I cried a whole lot more knowing what I had to go through to get the letter back. In the end, I have realized just how strong I am having my 2 brothers to back me up, and that now I will be free to start my new life back here in Maine. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please consider subscribing and pressing the like button.